Resident Evil is a survivor horror game that was originally released on the PlayStation back in 1996 and already had a lot of ports, but was eventually remade and released on the GameCube in 2002. That same remake was later ported with higher definition assets to many platforms such as Windows, the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, to name a few. I will be reviewing the Steam version. Depending on who you choose, the story will differ a little. As for my first playthrough, I picked a sandwich. But with both characters, you start the game at the entrance of the mansion, and your first mission as the STARS Alpha team is to explore the huge mansion to gather information on what happened to the STARS Beta team and rescue them. Anyway, as you explore the mansion, you encounter many kinds of zombies, many puzzles and documents that explain what is happening in this mansion or what already happened. Jill and Chris play mostly the same, the difference being that Jill has less health but has more inventory space, and Chris the opposite, being better at taking and dealing damage but less inventory space. Other differences would be story details and an exclusive weapon. If you have played, watched or consumed in some other way Resident Evil games, then you would know that there is a variation in the zombies you come across throughout the game. Some more than others. The most common one is, well, a common one. They're slow but can still do some damage. But to keep things interesting, Resident Evil throws at you Crimson Heads, which are the common zombies but are faster and do more damage to the player, so it's usually best to burn the zombie if you plan to take him down. For me with Jill, I ended up burning a lot of zombies because I didn't know the layout of the mansion and where I'll be going through a lot, but with Chris's route, I had more experience. There are also dogs, hunters, and a lot more. And with a lot of zombies comes a lot of weapons, and some are exclusive to a character. We've got the pistol, shotgun, assault shotgun, and magnum all shared, but Jill does get a grenade launcher and Chris a flamethrower. Personally, I never used the grenade launcher, but I hear it's great, and as for the flamethrower, I did for a bit and didn't like it. Though what I did like is the assault shotgun and the magnum. They're so good. If you want other ways to self-protect, well, Remake has given us the possibility to stab, electrocute, and blow zombies when they get too close. And my favorite of the bunch is probably the flash grenade, that you shove it into the mouth, and when you shoot it, it'll explode and boom, they're dead. Not even a Crimson Head. Considering Remake is a remake of a very old game from the PlayStation, its control scheme is different to what people are used to today, and I'm one of them. Luckily, they did add a more modern scheme for those that can't use tank controls. Personally, I didn't like the tank controls because of the preset cameras. I will say that if I continued with tank controls, I would have probably gotten used to it eventually, but I decided to stick with modern. With modern controls, you get the more familiar movement using the analog sticks and the tank controls on the D-pad, which is good for when you might need tank controls. Also, the modern controls probably make things easier as you maneuver and turn around faster. Remake also gave us better looking assets. The mansion looks amazing, the models look amazing, everything looks amazing, and if it wasn't obvious already, I loved it a lot. And you know what else is amazing in the game? The music and sound design. I really love the sound of this game. It really sets the mood for each location, and the sound design gets you so good that you fall in love with it more than once. In the simplest form, the game is beauty and has pleasant noises. In the end, I spent 20 hours to finish both routes with the best possible ending. It did get a bit boring with the quests throughout, as most of the things are the same, but the different things did keep me on my toes and ended up still enjoying my second playthrough. Or will I play it more than 2 times? Personally, it's a no, unless one day I decide I want to 100% it, but I will say I see the replay value for people that want to do challenge runs or 100% the game. To put all my thoughts together and end this video, I'll say that Remake is worth your while. What it offers for its price is an amazing deal. Again, many if not all aspects of the game are great, including the story. So my rating for this game is good game.